In this episode, we explore what it's like for astronauts to eat food in space.
Like a juice pack.
Yes.
Just...
Project Ianos, you are go for launch.
Hey, Josh Bernstein here. Ever wondered about eating in space? 7th grader Matthew has.
What types of foods do astronauts eat?
Excellent question, Matthew. I've got a few more. How is eating in zero gravity different? Why are so many space foods dehydrated? Does food taste different in space? Those are just some of my questions. Let's search for answers together. To learn more, I'm visiting Space Center Houston in Texas to meet Jennifer Hammond, a Boeing engineer who leads mission evaluations of the International Space Station.
So this is like a food pantry.
Yes.
These are your options for your meals.
Yeah.
They can even have treats like M&Ms.
Whoa!
Yep.
In space, eating and drinking is a bit different and can be fun. After all, who doesn't love the idea of playing with your food a bit? Or slurping blobs of floating water? However, astronauts must ensure they eat enough each day to stay healthy. How does NASA manage nutrition for astronauts?
So there's a whole food science lab at NASA that does all the research to go into what foods astronauts should be eating and what is best for them. For example, cream of mushroom soup here. Remember, you're not going to eat it with a bowl and a spoon because the soup isn't going to stay in the bowl.
Food in space is dehydrated to make it lighter and therefore easier to get off of Earth. Astronauts add water back to the food once in space. So you insert water, rehydrate,
Yes.
heat it,
Yes.
and then like a juice
Yep.
pack.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
everything is pretty much, unless it's a solid.
Unless it's a solid. There are
Okay.
solid foods
Yeah.
as well. Then
But
they
you
can
get-
use a fork for
You
that.
get used to sucking your food.
You do.
Okay.
Yeah.
During the Apollo missions, rations were pre-cooked solids or came in tubes or powders that required minimal preparation time. Today, things are a bit fancier, relatively speaking. So I'm curious, like, how extensive is the cuisine? Are you creative with what the astronauts are eating?
Well,
Can we look?
there's lots. Yeah, look at all of
I
these.
mean-
They are, for sure, they have a variety. They still need vegetables and fruits.
Yeah, vegetables.
Whole grains, all, well balanced like we would here on Earth.
Seasoned scrambled eggs. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I think actually we have coffee here. This has actually been flown in space. So you can actually take it, open it if you want to.
Can I open it?
Taste it, yep. See if it's different because it's been
Just rip it?
flown. Just rip it carefully because there are grounds. There's grounds in there.
Okay, I can see it in the
So,
bottom there.
yep,
And then open that up.
yep. And it's been airtight.
Yeah.
See how it smells. See if it's different. Does it smell like coffee?
Smells like coffee.
Okay.
Totally. Can I pour it?
You can pour it in your hands. Yep.
It just looks like coffee, like instant coffee.
Yep.
Does food taste the same in space?
It does taste the same, but there's one thing that the astronauts love, and that's hot sauce on everything.
Oh.
Something about being in space, I guess they just love to have it. They always have hot sauce with them.
To learn more, I'm meeting astronaut Dr. Scott Parazynski at Space Center Houston's Skylab 3 exhibit. Scott has eaten his fair share of space meals on 5 shuttle missions. Does food taste differently in space?
More or less the same, but our taste buds are blunted, especially early on in flight. Because of the lack of gravity, we actually get a kind of a puffy face and a runny nose, and our taste buds are impacted. So we like spicier foods.
I've heard about this, the hot sauce.
I love the hot sauce, and,
Yeah.
and then my favorite thing is actually shrimp cocktail with horseradish sauce. And it totally opens up your sinuses. It's awesome.
Hot sauce is today's secret weapon for making food taste better in space.
Hot sauce.
But what does the future of space food hold? To find out, I'm visiting Blue Origin to meet with Brent Sherwood, a space architect.
We need to learn how to cook in space. It's a whole area I call kitchen science. All these things that nobody has a clue how to do, and we need to learn. And that's going to be fun learning to do for all of us.
So success, when it comes to cooking, which is a specific point, would look like what? What's the meal that you think checks that box?
Well, here's a benchmark.
Yeah.
I want to be able to make an omelet in space.
Okay. Yeah, because why, if you want to have scrambled eggs, why have it in a packet when you can have it on a stove?
The real way.
Yeah.
As more humans live in space and living facilities evolve, we expect cooking eggs instead of slurping them will become a reality. Hot sauce will be optional.